Greetings. I'm Lazar Lafargue.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same.
Grand Master.
I'm an armorer, see, and I've for years sought diagrams for Witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Yes. Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough to learn that their holders came to Toussaint. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer?
Yes.
Besides,
yes, you do.
Who would serve my clients while I roamed about seeking them?
Next quest.
I rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
Exactly, in Grandmaster level armor. And you know what the best is? Holthor said that this armor is designed based on the Witcher 1 outfit. Yes. How did these things wind up in Toussaint?
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Toussaint? How is that even possible?
Toussaint was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. Witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him.
Sorry for the crackly. Need a bicky.
He charged the king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensail's side. So I heard stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you've found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
How did you apprentice to an elf?
This
That's
elven
weird.
master. How'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiensail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was.
Aww.
Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grandmaster quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
I can appreciate that.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of the wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Nice. Tell me about the wolf.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Aton. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet a well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian. They questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers
Race,
beneath Termes.
we got this.
I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
What about the griffin?
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently, he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No, it said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
This is going to send me all over the place, which is the perfect excuse to explore some of those question marks.
Let's talk about the cat.
A year ago, Bartolome de Launay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for
bunch of mercenaries.
The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up, afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin. Possibly
he was a cat.
Well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply too dangerous there.
About the bear.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering Witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True, this one clearly was not wealthy. But he pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed, the bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
Okay.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East.
Oh,
Century past, one of their number came to him, a Witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tiensail slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's been a ruin for years. Still, you may want to start your search there.
Sure. That sounds good.
Farewell.
Good luck on the path.
Nice. We literally spend the night talking about this. Okay, there was a quest here. There we go, there we go. How do we get there? Also, I want to go to that herbalist we saw earlier on, because they will have the things I missed to make some of my potions. Hello, where are you?
I'm so glad you're back.
Hi, fella.
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past, on your last sojourn in Beauclair.
Nice.
I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay
Probably
you in
from the
full
books.
one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
You don't trust him?
Savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
Well, that's nice.
Gotta stop by that bank.
Paper chase. That's that sounds like that is not gonna be easy. Okay, what I want to do is run on back and see if I can find that herbalist that we
Nice
found
too.
just now. I think it was somewhere to the right of... There we go. See if that guy
Strokes fell great.
has the needed ingredients.
Beckett came reported something awful this year.
Hi there, herbalist.
Welcome. Herbs freshly picked, dried, powdered. Whatsoever your heart desires.
Mind if I
Let me
have
see
a
what you
look?
got.
Okay, so here... Oh, hello, recipes. I think I have those. Not sure though, let's buy them. So, here is the thing. I want White Gull, and she will have Arnaria. Any stem is available. Strong attacks consume all of it and reduce the struck foe's vitality by 5% after the normal damage is calculated. Sure, I'll make that. Troll decoction. Regenerate vitality during and outside of combat. Ooh, hello. Don't mind if I do. There we go. I knew she'd have Arnaria. Let's buy 5. Don't think she has any of the other elements that we need, though. Any of the real monster things. That's okay. We can at least spend some time making White Gull. Make one of that, and that should already allow me to make Thunderbolt, which is super useful. The other one requires me to make more White Gull and also have one other powder. Now, Superior Ogroid Oil, you see this one I could make potentially. I just need Negredo and Green Mold, but this one requires Cave Troll Liver. So I can make that one as well. So there's 2. This again, monster component, monster component, monster component. So I can make 2 more. I can make 1 more White Gull. And yeah, just a little bit more. Let's see. How can I pinned it? Shouldn't I pinned it, didn't I? Yeah. I need mistletoe. So normally you see what you need. Just you see the recipe, but okay. I needed mistletoe, so I shall buy a bit of mistletoe, which allows me to make Superior Full Moon. Now this I should be able to make. Green Mold and Negredo. So I could probably buy Negredo directly from an alchemist, but I can also just make it. I'd need White Gull and a Crow's Eye. White Gull I can make. Crow's Eye I can buy. So I can buy 1 Crow's Eye. I think I have that. And that means that this is what I need. Okay, I need to make Negredo, which means I need 1 white gull. Move to Negredo. And now, Superior Relic Oil. This was another one I could potentially make. Hybrid oil. I need albedo and bison grass. For albedo as well, I need to make white gull. And check bison grass. No wait, albedo. Mistletoe and crow's eye. Now, I think I used all the mistletoe around. Buy, you know what, this costs nothing. Let's just buy all. And I have that. See, I don't have that much of that one. Let's just buy it. Once you've crafted those recipes, they're automatically replenished when you rest. Yes, that is the beautiful system. I enjoy this system very much. The simple reason being that, okay, it's a little bit less realistic, but it's just easier. Did I not buy crow's eye? So the idea is you need an alcohol. Let's see, of which I have, I think, piles. Potions, bombs, it's in... There we go, it's in alchemy items. I have piles of alcohols. Lots of monster things. Basically, when you rest, you meditate, you use 1 alcohol and fully reload all your potions at the same time. You just need the 1. So any mandrake cordial, any cherry cordial, I think. No, those are used in things itself. These, the dwarven spirits. 200 of them. So I can rest 200 times and all my potions will immediately be refilled. And I think the major reason why I like that so much is just because it takes away the annoyance of making them individually, which would be some kind of sense of realism, but it gets annoying after a while. Okay, I have made everything I can.
So long.
Hecate came up with something awful this year.
Perfect. There we go. Now, my quests. So these are the treasure hunts I'd like to go on in a moment. I have one that I still need to complete, which was, I believe, a secondary quest. Where was it? There we go. Till death do you part.
Her most gracious Duchess has hired a witcher to get at the root of these murders. Every resident of our fair town is hereby required to aid the witcher in any
That'll
way
be me.
he requests.
That'll be me.
A friendly reminder from the Beauclair Coopers Guild. Oakwood barrels, the best barrels around. Special discount on...
Okay, fellas, I have work to do. Hey, Swedish Horror. Good to see you again. How are you doing today? The problem with it, you might use a more valuable alcohol used in recipes, which is a problem if you loot literally everything, but still. Yeah, and that's sort of what I've had, you know. Oh, wrong way around. I want to do this first. But yeah, I looted literally nearly everything, and even then, you know, it's... With the money you get in the end, it costs nearly nothing to just buy more alcohol. Yeah, so, you know, I have 200 alcohol, but indeed, if you got less, that might have been a problem. Hello.
The exhibition of the Reginald Daubry Monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed?
Will it now?
I wrote an entire day to see it. You're a cheat.
Banquets and
we
wine
paid good
are
coin from
rather
the ticket.
suited for
Give it back.
Painting, painting,
Tickets
want a
remain
painting.
valid. You must merely wait patiently for the exhibition to reopen.
Want that painting.
Please disperse.
Exactly,
The
Feta. It is a
exhibition is closed.
beautiful city. Very, very. It looks alive.
What's this about?
Oh, Lapiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please. I believe I've been clear. No presentation today.
Are you the Witcher?
Oh, wait. Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
What kind of work?
Work related to the monument to Reginald Dauphry. The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
Why, yes.
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you. Here it is. Our pride and joy, Reginald Dauphry. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other things.
Ooh, I wouldn't use those words.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this?
That placement, that head.
It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off
Really?
a statue.
CG
No
Project Red.
ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals. Certified and authenticated.
Really?
Sprung directly from his loins, they grant
Oh,
all who
man.
stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Stones. Fun little factoid. In the palace ground in Prague, in the Czech Republic, last I was there, there was a statue of a gentleman with a somewhat impressive physique. I kid you not, his member was polished to a shine. The rest of him wasn't that much, so they literally had to specifically restore the genitalia because women kept rubbing it until it actually wore down quicker than the rest of the statue.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
Someone
There's
CD
so
Projekt
much
Red
to
did fun? No kidding.
Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later
Really?
made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rifles in duels.
So classy. Wonder what the quest will be named? Oh yes, Vaden. And yeah, Swedish. It is much more colorful than Overgrad. That's what I like. They're really harping on the fairy tale idea.
Got any suspects?
Dick move.
Figuring the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect.
Prized pouch.
Who would not want it for himself?
The vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones
Look
were
at the
very
detail on
much
his
in
hat, by
place.
the way. Very good.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do
Zoom
what you
in with
must,
the Witcher
as long as
senses.
you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times.
Goodness gracious, great balls of granite! You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of the stones can make a man insane.
Don't worry, Reginald, don't
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
Ooh.
Dried bloodstain.
Somebody cut themselves. Track the blood.
It must.
Track the blood. Where's the other bloodstain? There will be another bloodstain
Don't worry,
somewhere.
Reginald, don't.
Don't worry, Richard. Don't.
It will all
It'll be,
work
it'll,
out.
It'll be okay.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Hello.
Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry.
Don't worry, Reginald. The genitalia will be returned. It'll all be okay.
Virtuous knights. All for a dockside whore. Apparently, they argued who would go first.
Nice. I love those touches. Okay, where is this? Where is this smell going? It is very hard to see. Wait, what? That kid's kind of freaky. Okay.
None of which are suitable to show myself in.
Oh, yes. This smell is almost fading, but I can track it. I can see it. There we go. There we go. The Grand Place.
Bluff and wine counsel no half-hearted measures.
I like how this is a little bit more vague than always before. That notice board, by the way. More quests! This DLC is amazing. How many quests are in here? Fighting quest. The Brawl Master of Beauclair. I will do this. Armed escort. Escort us into Alberta's cavern for exploratory purposes. Knights errant claim the cave harbors no danger, so we don't expect trouble. Auguste Lucia and Hugo Monarch. Absolutely. Unidentified apparition has been spotted near the ruins of an old elven amphitheater. As ghost, ooh. Young maidens peeling. I've seen things beyond belief. Young maidens peeling off their garments, pouring wine over each other, the drops splashing all over their nakedness, wine-soaked tresses clinging to the damp, heaving bosoms, then kissing. I still shudder at the mere thought of such immodesty. And now, for a small fee, I can take you there to see for yourself. Look for me in taverns. I don't play favorites and frequent all of them. Ask for Audrin. Audrin, if you haven't seen the Witcher 2 playthrough, you wouldn't understand why that's so funny. Audrin! Ballad, elegy, epigram, or ode have mastered every genre, cracked every code. By the muses beloved, efficient, discreet, there is no commission I cannot complete. O William of Stratford. Shakespeare, you buddy. Said it was at least 30 hours long, but probably way more. So far, Swedish? I can easily believe 30. I already see a lot of content in here, and I don't even play Gwent. What? Shush, we're not taking a break. Since no one from the residence committee seems to think it's their responsibility, I shall write it myself. This cannot go on. The infernal racket coming from the cemetery is driving us mad, and no one is doing anything about it. Oh, that's the one I'm finishing right now, actually. Well, finished before. Charles Lanzano, the Clever Clogs. That is, interesting enough, the one basically that I just solved. That I was trying to find the reward for before I got interrupted by this one. But I like how before in the main quest these were so obvious there was no way of missing them. But right now I really sort of have to move slowly and track. So
You'd best behave, friend.
I can imagine Geralt moving at a slow pace, sniffing the air, trying to find this. Go. Oh, it's getting stronger.
You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Scent leads to this door.
CT Project Red. Really now? We're just gonna have to eat some cheese. Really now? Ladies and gentlemen, cover your eyes if you're underage.
Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
You horn dog!
This is not what it seems.